Good evening, my dear unstoppable ladies and the women of substance, the iron ladies, those who have found time to work for the family, for the home, for the siblings, for the children, for the husbands, for the office, and then yet they have time for work for themselves. So this 40 minutes to 45 minutes is for yourself, for your growth, for your development, and I congratulate you all that yes, you value yourself. This is the first thing and foremost thing, that we should value ourselves.
We have to give time for ourselves. Yes.
There was a time, I think around 25 years ago, one of my friends said that when I go to the market, I always buy the jam, the flavor that is favorite to my son first and then to my husband, and I never buy for myself. That day I realized that yes, this is a question we should ask to ourselves, that why always we think about others favorite color and things and dishes, and why don't we ever bother that what exactly I want. So the day I realized that yes, sometimes I should ask myself also that what I want, what I need, what is my favorite destination or favorite dish. So that day, at that time, I was in UAE, like working in a international school, in an international school. So and it was like nowadays, first, second, third September, like Teachers' Day was approaching. So I said, this Teachers' Day, I am going to treat myself first. I am a teacher and I deserve to be treated by myself. Yeah. Then I explored this idea with three of my friends, and all three of them said, yes, we deserve it. Why we depend on others, that somebody is going to come and greet us and wish us and then give us flowers and gifts and other things? Why we depend on them? Our happiness is in our own hand. So let us treat ourselves. And you will not believe that that time going to Burjul Arab is like, Burjul Arab is the highest hotel, we can say, like 7-star hotel. Going to Burjul Arab and dining there was really a dream come true. So three of us, we booked we booked a place in the restaurant Burjul Arab, and three of us went. We had dinner there, and we had a round and here and roam around, and then we said yes. This is the treat that we have given to ourselves on Teachers' Day on Burjul Arab. So that's what we have to value ourselves. When we can afford, yeah,
Nandini has joined, ma'am.
yeah, okay, thank you. So when we can afford it, we
Good
can.
evening, madam. Good evening, Anita ma'am. Good
Good
evening.
evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
So congratulations, my dear ladies, that yes, you deserve it. First of all, start believing in this, that yes, you deserve the best, whatever is possible in this world. So today we are going on a journey of self-discovery, and already you have gone to the journey of self-discovery through the challenge. And let me first start with knowing your journey before I go further and I explain about this journey. Okay. So we'll begin with the legacy puzzle. When we talk about the legacy value, that what is, how I am going to be remembered when I die? Who's going to cry on my funeral? Like one day when you are sleeping and you are not able to wake up, but you are able to listen to the people and see the people, but you are not able to interact with them. What do you imagine that how people are reacting to your last breath? How the people are showing their concern or grief when they come to know that you are not there in this world? How do you want that people should remember you? May I request you all to please share your thoughts one by one, and please keep yourself muted so that it will not be disturbed. And only those who are speaking can unmute and can speak. Yes, let us share. How would you like people to remember you after you are gone from this world? Who is the icebreaker? Yes, Supriya.
Yeah. So definitely it will not be my face by what I'll be remembered. So I strongly believe that it would be my good deeds or my contribution to the society, or I can say that my dedication towards my work and my focus towards my work, which can take the or which can uplift my or can take me to the next level of like what I call that legacy. It is like legacy is nothing but the trust which I am going to build in myself, and the amount of contribution or the amount of service towards teaching and learning. Because now, as I'm into teaching profession, and I feel that yes, continuous learning is something which I have taken as my key thing for my growth and my success. So I feel that the amount of contribution, amount of service I put to the society, that will carry me, or that will take me within them after me.
Thank you very much for sharing. So you want to be remembered as the best teacher, or the affectionate teacher, or the one who is always ready to help the people, helpful teacher and helpful human being. Yes, that's your legacy. Yes, who else wants to share here? Ajab, would you like to share?
I think I would like to be remembered as Ajab Rangunwala, and not just a girl who lived for how many ever years. And I want to be remembered because I feel if you are there on earth, you have a purpose, and if you don't value your time here, then there is no meaning to your living. So I want to be remembered because even if I do one thing for even one child, and if it helps him anywhere, I think that is what most of us that is what as teachers we always believe in. And I think when we die, I want my parents to be happy, my family to be happy, that they brought up a child with I will say I'm a privileged child, so I want them to be happy that their privileged child has done something meaningful. That's all.
That's very good. Now your idea of like being everybody happy, that we are going to discuss when we are going to talk about my values. Okay. But right now I'm very happy that you have something very clear. The clarity of thought is there in your mind, that how you want to be remembered after you have gone from this world. Now, who else wants to share that how you want to be remembered? We'll take three. Yes. This is a
Yeah, madam, I just wanted to tell that. Madam, this is Nandini.
Yes, Nandini, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to be known with the good deeds, whatever I have done, and it should be a source of pride and motivation for inspiring others, madam.
Thank you very much. Yes, that's
And
really great.
of their circumstances and whatever it is there, but I want to be known as inspiring to others and strive for the greatness. That's it. That's my
That's really great. Yes, that's really great. You know, when, yes, Fazia, you can also share. Please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to share that after my, when I will away from this world, I will be remembered as a person who has dedicated her life for the welfare of the society, for the loved one, the family, and the friends, and especially the one as a leader, ma'am. Because I remember one of my very beloved principal, Dr. Abid Rashid. That one is, maybe you know him also very well.
I know him.
He's the one, ma'am, who is remembered by everybody. So I want to be, and the Halima. After Abid Rashid, I can name Halima Sadia. Is the Dr. Halima Sadia is another one whom inspired me a lot. So I want to become like that. I should be the one who is inspired, who will be the one will inspire, lead, tell other how they can go about it in life. So this is the one that is and my loved one should remember me as the very helpful and a dedicated one. She has worked so much for the welfare. Okay, they have seen what is good in particular person, how to take out that one. That Abid Rashid sir has done that. And the similar way, the Halima, you are also helping us to know where you are there and how can you improve yourself. You come up from there. So the same thing, I am remembered. One should, think about me in the same manner. I should work for community. I should work for my student. I should work for my family. Those who love one, I should remember one as a dedicated person.
Thank you, Fazia. Thank you very much. Yes. Now, see, when we are discussing this, the legacy puzzle, don't you think that now in this, there is no room for any cheating, for any deceiving, for any fighting, for any hatred, for any negative thoughts, negative ideas, because when we are thinking that we should be remembered as good human being, as noble human being, as kind human being, as helpful human being. Naturally, whenever these type of situations will come where negativity is going to prevail, certainly we will curtail it. Certainly we will stop it there. That no, I cannot do this because I don't want people remember me as cheater. I don't want students remember me as a teacher who just comes and keeps the bags and goes to the washroom and said that when principal comes, said that I have just gone to the washroom right now. There are people there who have this type of attitude. There are people who are always criticizing and fighting with others. So that's why it's always important. We should have a legacy. We should always keep that in mind, that how, when I'm meeting with that particular person, with this, like I'm meeting with the Fozia just now. So in the mind, it is there that what impression the Fozia is taking of me, how Fozia is going to be benefited by me, so that when we are departing, then Fozia should remember me with good name. Fozia should remember me as good human being, as kind human being. So that has to be always in the mind, reminded again and again. Now the passion puzzle. What ignites you the most? Now I would request here to share those who have not shared so far. What ignites you so far? What ignites you? What is your passion? What is something where you are engaged and you don't realize that how much time you spend? You don't realize that you are little bit tired also. You think that after doing 4 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours of work, you feel that you are still refreshed. You are still have energy to do even more. What is passion? Have you found that passion so far, or still we are looking for that it is yet to come? Those who have not shared yet, will you please share that what is your passion?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead.
My passion is to learn new things every day, which come forward when I learn new things like Chandrayaan and Aditya recently, which we have, what they have gone through. So that brings me the passion. Arey, I should have been there in their shoes. I should have done this. Like that, that things will ignite me to do something. That passion that ignites me to have something in my mind to do for the people.
Thank you very much for sharing that. Learning new things, knowing new things, trying to do the new things is your passion. And that's what always keeps you keep moving.
Moving, yeah.
Yes, Sarita, you want to share something?
So when we talk about passion, so I believe that all normal things everyone does. But my passion is to help the people, my children, probably if I am an institute leader. So I want to help these minority children in different ways, where probably what I'm doing is also like giving them the culture of international level in SSC board, where they are unable to pay the fees what they charge, and then probably with the studies I can give them this atmosphere. So this is what is my passion, to give them the best and I can do for them out of my way.
And that's why you are even fresh till what is the time? It is 7:30 and you are still fresh. I can see that you are still fresh, because when we do that for passion, not for the job, so you can very easily see the difference. I remember there is a lesson in some Urdu class. I don't remember exactly which class, 6 or 7. So there is a story of a gardener whose name was Dev Mali. It is Dev Mali's story. And the principal of the school has narrated that story, that he was the gardener in the school. And when principal used to look at him from the window, then he used to find him that he is always engaged with the plants, with the saplings, and he used to touch each and every plant so passionately, with love, with care, as if that they are his own child, his own children. And that's why that was the reason why his story was narrated by a principal of the school, and that has taken place into the NCERT book. And today, on this international platform, I am discussing about that gardener. So that makes the difference. If you are doing the task with passion, it will be very easily visible that this is your passion, not a job. If you are doing for the job, then naturally it will be just for the sake of doing the job. So my dear friends, let's find the job where our passion lies. Don't think that, okay, now being a sales girl is going to give us more money. Being in the corporate is going to us go more money. My passion is not there. My passion is in the teaching. My passion is with the kids. My passion is in the school. My passion is in the creativity. My passion is in the display boards. My passion is in the functions. My passion is in the celebrations. And I found a job in a company where I am hardly interacting with the students, with the people, with the human being. Then naturally, there will be conflict. And we won't be able to perform and do justice over there. So this is important to find our passion wherever we work. Now the values. What are our core values? So Ajab, here I would like to take some time on your comment where you say that you want to make everybody happy. So if you have the values in your life, it is difficult to make everybody happy. Okay, like suppose 1%, like suppose your value is that you are empathetic, okay, and you always have the feelings for others, and you always try to be at their place whenever you are listening to their stories or whenever you are dealing with them. So this is your core value. Maybe your core value is not liked by one of your parent, one of your sibling. Okay, so suppose if servant is there, you have a servant in the house, and maybe you want that servant should sit with us in the dining table and eat with us, because that is what empathy teaches us. Okay, but maybe your family values are contradicting with that. Your family value says that no, there is a different place for the servants of the house, and there is a different place for the head of the family. There is a different place for the siblings, for the children and all others. So there you will not be able to make everyone happy. Either you have to compromise on your value to make them happy, or otherwise you follow your value and let them not be happy with you. It's up to you. Okay? There is no clear-cut right and wrong in this, but it's all that how you spend your life value-based, or you compromise on your own values for making the people happy. Okay, so it's up to us. I remember that there was a gentleman who was very punctual, okay, and he gave me some time here in UAE, and I reached 15 minutes late because I didn't know that how far it is. And with great difficulty, after traveling 1 hour 15 minutes, I reached there. I was 15 minutes late. The gentleman says, meeting is over. What will you say? Who is right and who is wrong here? I will help you. The gentleman is 100% right. Because he has the value of punctuality. So his core value is punctuality. He sees a person who is not punctual, who is not reaching on time. It means that for him, this punctuality value is more important than the value of empathy. If there is a person who is empathetic, the person will think, okay, she has taken 1 hour, 15 minutes time. She has traveled so far. So no problem, let me have the meeting with her. Okay? Because for him, empathy is more important. Punctuality is also a value. Empathy is also a value. But what is your core value? That's why you find that there are different types of people, and all sorts of people are successful with their own value system because they follow their own value system. There are kind people, they are not so kind people. There are disciplined people, they are not so disciplined people. Still they are successful. So we cannot say that, okay, there is one formula for everyone. But yes, what you value, you have to follow that. If you don't follow that, then there is always conflict in your mind and heart.
Very nice.
And if there is conflict between your mind and heart, then you cannot be able to perform well at your workplace, even in your personal life. So this is a value puzzle. Always keep minimum 3 to 5 values very close to the heart and mind. and then follow that values. I personally value integrity the most. I never like the people who say something else, who mean something else, who do something else, who intend something else.
Mm.
So our words, deeds, actions, intentions, everything has to be integrated.
Integrate.
If I said that, yes, I promise to give this much, I have to give that much. For that, whatever I have to take the trouble. But that integrity is important.
Yes.
Now the growth puzzle. May I request those who have not shared so far? Who hasn't shared so far?
I did not share, ma'am.
Okay, please. So what is your understanding of the growth puzzle?
According to me, ma'am, the growth of which today what I felt was related to my career. Like each time when we have a work experience and with the challenges, we grow every day. Like when we are into the challenges, like recently when I've started the leadership, I came across with the affirmation where I am trying to grow myself in a positive way and focusing on to my main career growth, ma'am. That is what I felt.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, of course, this is very obvious that when we talk about growth means that something has to grow.
Yeah.
Whether it's vertical growth or horizontal growth, it's up to us that how we take it. But for the growth, we also have to have the clear-cut idea that in which field you want to grow, where you want to grow. So growth to you means financial growth, or growth to you means that your positions and designations should change, or growth you mean is that is growth in a skill, whatever skill you are learning, you have to keep on learning new skills. So this clear-cut idea is always going to help you, and for that the action plan should be ready. Like suppose somebody is saying that, okay, I want personal growth. Like I, as Halima Sadia, should be the better version tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So now what are the shortcomings in me? What all skills I lack and where I have to improve? Then suppose for the example here, it is given that public speaking. So suppose my growth area is public speaking. I have taken up as challenge that, okay, I'm going to grow in my public speaking skills. And for that, then what are the milestones? It's important because this is a very vague statement. I want to improve my public speaking. The question is, how?
How we?
Yeah. The common mistake that we normally do is that I am fat, I want to lose weight. But the question is, how many kgs in how many days, in how many months?
Yes.
Yeah, that milestone is important. And also we should have the milestone. You all must have heard about a SMART goal, that it has to be measurable and it has to be realistic. Suppose if I want to improve my public speaking, my milestone may be join a public speaking club. Because sitting in the house, in my home, in the comfort zone, and thinking that I will improve my public speaking is not going to help me. For that, I have to join any club where like-minded people are there, different speakers are there. I have to listen to them. I have to speak in front of them. They will give me the advices. They will evaluate my speech. Then as per their evaluation, I have to improve upon. And then I have to volunteer. Like for the first day, I should not be very greedy to charge money for all the speaking. Okay, I will come to your event, I will speak and I need this much money. No. First, we have to start with the voluntary work. And then after that, then we have to sign up for the professional speaking. Like now, when you go for the keynote speaking or when you go for any sessions, naturally you are paid for that. So this will be the third stage. So like that, we have to fix the milestone in any area wherever I want to grow. If I talk about Supriya, in which area you want to grow?
Yeah, I want to like work on my networking. And when I talk about my professional growth and personal growth, in terms of taking care of my health, because health is wealth. If I'm like healthy, then I can take care of everything around me. I can be a, like, I can contribute my services towards society and towards my people around. And networking, because nowadays networking is much more important. And if I'm here in this platform, then I'm thankful to Anita ma'am, thankful to you. And also I'm like, uh, one part of thanks I want to give it to myself, that it is my own, I can say that my wish that yes, I want to explore myself on this platform. I can connect to different people who are here. I can connect to I mean, like, this ladies, I can say the platform, like where women empowerment I can see. I can explore myself, I can learn something new, and I can even, like, whatever I know, I can share with everyone. So I want a professional as well as a personal growth in this way, by taking care of, like, by taking care of health and wellness, by networking, I mean, like, by strengthening the networking and the uh, social network. That's it.
Thank you very much, Supriya. Thank you for sharing. And I am 100% sure that you must have your milestone as well. Like if you talk about networking, then how many people in your network by which month? People from which country? People from which field? People from which areas? So all these we have to first finalize. Okay, we have to fix our targets, small targets, and then after that we have to check whether I achieve the targets or not. Then you will find that within, I'm telling you, within 1 year you will be having at least 10 to 15 country networking, if you are going with that milestones, and if you have jotted down your plan and program. So that's really going to help you. Now, how many of you agree with me? If you agree with me, please write in the chat box A, that we find the greatest happiness in giving, not in taking. How many of you agree with me? We find the greatest happiness in giving, not in taking. Yes, I can. Nandini, Supriya, Fauzia, Tazeen. Wow, that's really great. Okay, now Nandini, can you tell me any incident where you have personally realized or personally experienced that the happiness of or joy of giving, when you, maybe you must have given something like that, your intention was not very great or very grand, but you found real happiness in that. Nandini, may I request you to kindly share?
Yes, madam. I just share it with you. Incident in my real life. I was in 2019, due to my health issues, as Surya said, health is well. I was little bit negligence, and I was having some health issue like frozen shoulder and all. During that time, I had to take a break from my routine, this one for physiotherapy and all. So I was just sitting at home. Then I just realized that near to my house there is a government school, Nishulk. It's a government aided school. So once I just went to meet the children to donate something, then I realized that there was a vacancy for English teacher. Then I thought, okay, let me join there for no salary and all. I just went there and I was just teaching my students, 9th and 10th students. Those who were from very slum areas, but they were interested to learn English. When I started taking classes and all, they were so happy, and they started speaking, because I said I don't know Telugu. I'm North Indian. I don't know Telugu, so I can't give you answers in Telugu. Then they tried, and it was really wonderful, madam. That 2019 10th batch, there were 20 students. Out of that, 8 students got 10 points.
Wow, great.
It was really a wonderful. I just went to help, and that really made me happy. And till today, those children are in touch with me, and every time they'll just give me a call and they'll talk, and they show so much of concern towards me. I'm really blessed for that.
Thank you so much, Nandini. Thank you very much. And most of us, yes, can resonate with the story, you know.
Yes,
Most of
yes.
us can resonate it very easily.
I
Yes.
really thank Ma. I call Anita Madam as a Ma. So I really thank her wholeheartedly for making me to join you. And I am really happy that I have joined you, and I'm going to really learn something and achieve. I'm little bit Ma know about me. So I just wanted to share this, madam.
Thank you, Nandini. And not only you are going to learn, but you are going to contribute as well, because your story that you narrated, we all can resonate very easily. It happens in our own lives.
Yes.
Yeah, I also remember when I was doing my B.Ed, I was sent, for your kind information, I did my B.Ed after 10 years. So I was having 10 years of experience, and in my classmates, they all were 10 years younger than me, and I was like Didi for them because I was 10 years older than them. So I was sent to a government school for the practice teaching, while I had already taught in the public school for 10 years. There I found that there was no activity, there was no drama, there was no cultural program. So I organized one drama, remember still, and for that I have given them lots of practice after the school time, and the drama was quite successful. I was teaching English to them, so that in English, and the children said that they were in grade 9. I was the teacher of grade 9 English. They said that first time in their lifetime, like they are in grade 9, but they are doing the drama first time in their life. And they were so happy, and their faces I still remember. It was like they were so, they cannot express their happiness and their joy, that how much they were finding themselves on the cloud 9, that I have taught them English drama and they are performing on the stage. I still remember that. So it happens that sometimes you do something just as a routine or just for the sake of doing something, but it turns to be the great source of happiness for others. So we can contribute to the community, support for a cause, or learn and grow. And this service mindset in all advanced country, you will find nowadays they are giving the points for this. And if you have not done services, you will not get the points, and that full column will be blank. Then you will not be considered as responsible citizen. Then when there are benefits to be given, like maybe PR or maybe some other benefits, they will not give you if you have not done services to the community. So I hope that we all agree with this, that we have to have service mindset, and we have to have something to do. Now the dream. This is the most difficult area. What is my dream project? What I want to see myself at which place? Where? What is something that I live with, I sleep with, I wake up with, I eat with, I drink with? What is that something? That is my dream. Fauziya, may I ask that have you...
Yes, I have written. That is there in my mind from the starting. My father also had this dream. He wanted to, teach poor children in, in village and somewhere else. And the same way I want to open a school for underprivileged and poor girls, those who cannot afford good education. For that, that's why I have written that my priority is to financial and the professional growth both. So because I want to reach to that platform where I can earn and I can have that much of influence also, I could able to establish that. So that is my dream. Is from the starting when I was very small. Like I have one story also. I have the one you have shared. In my neighborhood there was two kids were there, Shibu and Puna, and their mother was a widow, and she was not afford to send them to for tuition. So I gave them free math tuition, though I was did 10th mathematics till 10th only, but I taught them till class 8th. So that time her mother still remember me. We always on in touch with that, and they have a very close bonding we have. So that's from the starting I have, ma'am, that I have to have something for the underprivileged, especially the education, because education is the one thing that you if you are educated you can achieve anything. So that you can understand, you can be empowered, you will have a meaningful life. So to have the meaningful life you need education first. So that's why I want, and that is my
Thank you,
dream.
Fawzia. Thank you, Fawzia, and may Almighty give you all resources, all strength and wisdom, and make the things easy for you. This is my wishes and prayer for you.
Jazakallah.
Yes. My dream is to lecture at the Times Square in New York, and so that I speak and the people should listen. And yes, if you have some dream, the dream that seems to be impossible and challenging right now, but you will find that God is going to help you, the entire universe is going to help you, even the nature is going to help you, and you are going to achieve that. So this is not something that we are not going to achieve. Yes, we will achieve. Maybe right now it seems to be impossible, but after a few years, it may be quite easy. It's not going to be that difficult. So that dream should always be there in the mind, and the dream should be bigger than our eyes. It should not be a small one. Okay, my dream is to get a job in the neighborhood school. If you are qualified, if you have done your training, and if you have qualified the teacher eligibility test, then naturally you will get a job. So that is not the bigger than your eyes. But yes, of course, a girl who was in a remote village, she studied in a very, very small school. She doesn't know how to come to the big city. And then from small town to the big city, she comes, and then she gets a even teacher's job. Then naturally that we can say that, okay, that is a big dream for her. But so always we should see our resources, surroundings, and then we should have the dreams in our eyes. Now, this is the most complex thing, and we cannot ignore this. This is the relationships puzzle. If you don't have healthy relationships, whether in the personal life or at workplace, you cannot achieve anything. Neither your dreams, nor you follow your passion, nor you can practice your values. Nothing will work. And for relationship, it's important to have empathy, authenticity, and humor. Yes, with humor, we can solve many issues. Have you experienced this? If you are a little humorous, so while smiling, while adding some jokes or adding some humorous sentences, you can convey the great messages.
Yes. Sunday, whenever we have argument now with my husband, I'm personal. So I ask him, why don't you answer me? What I'm asking? Well, मैं सुन रहा हूँ.
That's really quite humorous.
And from the moment he says now, I just give up. I don't know what to say now.
Yes, that's very true. And Aisha has not shared so far anything. Aisha, are you able to share anything where you have solved the relationship issues with humor? Aisha, are you there? I think Aisha is not able to be with us. Yeah. Nadeem is there. Nadeem? Mr. Nadeem? Nadeem Anwar?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Nadeem. Yes. Can you share something where you have solved the issues with adding some humor in your dealing with the people or in the relationships?
Actually, when we are teaching in classroom, there are so many mistakes when I talking to the students. Then humor is the one way to solve our mistakes.
That's very true. Yes. So Nadeem always try to, especially when you are new teachers, then you are not perfect. Even in the content part, we are not perfect. So sometimes we make mistakes even in the content also, not only in the delivery. And that humor, adding humor can always cover up. But on the condition that you have to correct it. It should not be just for covering and then misguiding the students. So we have to correct it later. Yes, that is a good example, Nadeem. Very good example.
Thank you, ma'am.
So now the second last is that inner fulfillment. It is said that we can fool the entire world, but we cannot fool ourselves. Okay? Maybe you are the happiest person for the world. And at the same time, you are the saddest person for yourself. What is important? When we go out in the market and when we are dressed up nicely with full makeup, do you think that people in the market are looking at you, or they are concerned about their own dress and about their own makeup? So it's not the outer world that matters. It's the inner world that matters. Why we dress up nicely and apply some makeup while going out? To satisfy ourselves.
Myself, yes.
Because we find ourselves more confident when we are dressed
Yes.
up nicely. So it's not for the outer world. So this inner fulfillment is more important than the outer fulfillment. What the people think about us, what the world say about us, that also matters. I'm not saying that we should 100% ignore that, but that is not more important. The more important is that inner, how we are at peace within ourselves. When we sleep at night at the bed, and when the entire day's activities, it goes into just we can say a friction of second, that everything is in front of your eyes. So whether you regret for anything or you are satisfied, you are fulfilled. And how we are going to improve our inner fulfillment? So there are different ways. And some of the ways are meditation, yoga, nature walks, being in silence, practicing silence, me and my time.
My time.
Yes, me time. So these type of things are always going to help us for inner fulfillment. Temporarily, when the people say something about us, whether in front of us or at our back, that really makes some effect on us. It hurts us. But if we are strong enough from within, then nothing is going to affect us at all. So this inner fulfillment is important. And people have their own ways. I don't say that only meditation, yoga, and nature walks are helpful. There are many things. Like some people, they find in music, when they listen music, that is very having healing effect for them. Some people want to go in the water. They go for swimming, they go to the beaches, so they do the water therapy, and that is helpful for them. Some people, like for me, when I was the principal of the school, and when I used to have like any tough situations and challenging, I used to go to the KG section, and interacting with the small kids always gives me that always gives me peace of mind. And then after spending some time with them, I used to come back to my own office. You will have your own ways. You have to just try to find out that what gives you more calmness, what gives you more soothing effect, what gives you more peace of mind, where you find your real fulfillment, and then accordingly we have to act. And now this is the last one, that whatever we have learned so far, that will not guarantee that our life is going to run like a car on the road that is in front of me, the Dubai road. Sometimes it may be the road of maybe any remote village of Uttar Pradesh or Bihar. So we cannot expect that everything is going to be very smooth. Everything is going to happen as per our own expectations. And what is the reason for that? The reason for that is that we are the planners. Okay? Man proposes and God disposes. So we can do whatever we can do, whatever is in our capacity. But maybe God has different plans for us. And that is the reason why sometimes we are not as successful as we have planned. The things are not moving as our expectations. Sometimes we face failure. Sometimes we face adverse situations in life. Now, capacity of bouncing back is something that matters. That how we bounce back to those failures. Every time, whenever we are facing any challenge, so instead of being broken or disheartened, we have to gain strength. We have to just convince ourselves that this is just a phase of life. It will go. Nothing has lasted here. Even World War One, second, nothing has lasted, isn't it? Everything will come to the end. So these challenges will also come to the end. If you have this power with you, overcoming the challenges, then believe me, nothing is impossible in life. There was a gentleman, he got 30 setbacks in 2 years. And whenever anything was happening, he used to say, thank God. When second thing happened, he again said, thank God. Third thing happened, he again said, thank God. The people ask that which type of person is he? He is thanking God for giving him challenges, so for giving him setbacks. He said, yes, of course, we have to thank God, because suppose if I am sick today, we should be thankful that we are not died. We are not dead. Even if I am sick, but I am alive. Better than the dead people. So this is something that we have to be grateful, and we have to thank God. So whenever anything happens, we should always think of the worst situation, and then we should think, okay, thankfully, like accident happened. So instead of grumbling and shouting and then yelling and then saying that aaj ka din hi kharab tha aur ye hai wo hai, instead of saying that, you should say, thankfully in the accident only one hand is broken. Thankfully we are alive. Thankfully not major breakage is there. That attitude is going to make us strong, make us the person what we want to be in life. I hope the message is quite clear to you all.
Yes.
Thank you very much for this session.
Yes, ma'am.
And now
Thank
we will spend just 5 minutes more for the discussion, and then we will wind up the session. Nadeem, I am not finding any activities from you, my dear.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I am very busy for exam. Actually, my Bihar state exam is going on, and today was also my exam. And I am coming to the exam center. So actually, till 11th, I am very busy, and I am really sorry, ma'am.
It's okay, but if you promise that after 11th, you are going to complete all the assignments.
Yes, inshallah, ma'am. I will complete the fully task you have given.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Fawzia, do you want to share something?
Yes, ma'am. We have everything we have discussed. I'm very happy. Again, I will say that the today's, as you said, the me time. Just want to share this. I'm thinking that as you said, you have to wake up in the morning and you have to spend some time with nature. Just see. And I started doing this. And I realized I was not spending any time on me. I was, waking up and busy with my household chores. I have to send my baby to the school and everything like that. So when I started waking up little more early, so that really helped me. Helping me and making me more positive towards life and taking challenges. That's very good. So
Very good. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. And